to another video. Now, today's video is going to be quite a big book haul because over the past few weeks I have been amalgamating quite a big amount of books. I actually bought some today. I bought some about 3 days ago. I bought some 1 day ago. There's just a huge amount, so I have actually unhauled quite a few of my old books. Now, I'm not going to do a book unhauling because I've done quite a few of those already. So obviously I'm going to be doing a book haul, and these are all the books. There is 14 here, and I'm going to get on with the video and show you what I've bought. Okay, so most of these books are from the same place. However, the first one that I'm going to be showing you is Summer in the City by Alex Aster. Now, I've heard quite a lot about this author. I know she's quite popular on BookTok. However, I have never ever read one of her books, and I saw this in my local supermarket, and I think it was £5.48. They did have the two for £9 something deal on, but I didn't really see two that I liked, so I just picked up the one. And this sounds very summery, and it actually sounds really, really good and like something I would really enjoy. So, you never know. If I do enjoy this one, I might have to pick up some of her other books. The only thing I'm going to say is, it has a removable sticker on the front cover, which I absolutely hate, because if you know me, you know I hate stickers on my books. But yeah, I love it because all the writing is like 3D, so you can feel it. And yeah, it's such a cute cover, not too big of a book either. And this will be a perfect book to read in the summer. Now, next we have Wildest Dreams by LJ Shen. Now, this was £5. This was from The Works. And again, I love the front cover because it's iridescent, the writing. And I know this is in a series. Oh, it has some beautiful character art at the start, which I always love. Does it have one in the back? Oh, it just has the same one in the back as well. I'm trying to remember. Oh, so this is the second one, if I remember correctly, in the Forbidden Love series. The first one is Truly, Madly, Deeply, which they didn't have. But I do know that you can read these out of order due to them being interconnected standalones. So that is what I'm going to do. I currently have 3 other books by LJ Shen, which is Bad Bishop, The Kiss Thief, and Twisted Pawn. And I've only read Bad Bishop so far, and I actually really enjoyed it. So hence why I picked up some more of her books today. Now, also in The Works, this was on the 3 for £7.50 deal. Now, it hasn't got a sticker on because my mum took it off for me because she thought I would want the stickers taken off, which I do, but I was just going to wait until I'd filmed the video, but it doesn't matter because I can still remember. And again, I loved the front cover of this. It reminds me of Pirates of the Caribbean, if any of you have watched that. I love that movie series. And by the sounds of the back, it sounds very fantasy, and I haven't read a fantasy in a while. I've been reading thrillers recently. So yeah, I picked this up. It's by D. Elizabeth. Now, I've never heard of this author, never picked up a book by them, but yeah, I just thought it looked really cool and it looked really interesting and something I would enjoy. The next 2 books on the 3 for £7.50 deal was Wild Rose and Fallen Willow. Now, I'm really excited to read these. For one, the covers are beautiful, and I recently fell in love with cowboy romances. So this is the Blue River Springs series, and it is the first and second book. Now, they didn't have the third one, but I don't mind as much because they had the first and second one. So I'm going to read these and see what I think, and then probably buy the third one. Now, I've never read a book by Roxanne Tully, but I'm hoping I will really enjoy these. Again, the covers are so beautiful, and yeah, I am really excited, and I'm actually glad that I picked these up. And not bad for £7.50 for all 3 of these, but they were also £3 each if you didn't want them on the deal, which I still think is a really good price for a book. I will only get my books in the works or like a supermarket. I do not pay Waterstones prices. The next book I picked up, I'm actually very excited, and I think I'm going to be reading this next. It is Think Again by Jacqueline Wilson, and this was £5 and it was from the works. And look at the sprayed edge on that. How beautiful is that? Now, I'm so excited because growing up I was a massive Jacqueline Wilson fan. I had pretty much all of her books, and I still have a couple now actually. And she was just my favourite author by far. From the age of about 8 years old, I fell in love with her writing and her books. And I never knew she did adult books. Obviously, I know now, obviously being older, but when I was a child, I didn't really know because I wasn't reading adult books. But I just think this sounds like such a good book. And I know I will love it because I love Jacqueline Wilson's writing style anyway. And I feel like this is just going to remind me so much of my childhood. So yeah, I'm really excited and I love the sprayed edge. So that is probably going to be my next read after I've finished Too Late by Colleen Hoover. I'm going to be going on to this one by Jacqueline Wilson. The next book we have is Love Song by Elle Kennedy. Now, with Elle Kennedy's books, I have the Briar You series on my shelves. I've only read the first one though. I did have the Off Campus series and I read the first two, but they just weren't a bit of me, so I did take them to the charity shop quite a while ago. However, this one sounds really good. Obviously, I read the back and it is part of a series, I'm pretty sure. No, maybe not. No, so this is just a standalone novel, but it still sounds so good, and it's quite a chunky book, so it's going to be keeping me interested for a while. And again, well, I've actually only just noticed this. It has some beautiful character art on the front cover. And then, where is it? And then it has a little quote on the back with a nice background. So again, £5 from the works. All of these books are from the works unless I say otherwise, then they're all just from the works. I must have actually picked this up on its own. So the next book I bought was Pretty Reckless by LJ Shen. Now, this was 3 for £7.50 or £3, and obviously I did pay £3 for it because I didn't find any other books that I wanted. So this is the All Saints series, and it is book 1. And again, I'm very excited to read this. And then they have the other books in the series there on the back. So if I like this, I'm definitely going to be picking up the rest of the series. And yeah, it just sounded like something I'd really enjoy actually. And like I said, I have some of her other books and I really loved Bad Bishop. So yeah, I'm guessing that I will like this. Yeah. So then there was that one. Now, these next two I actually picked up the other day. So actually, I'll do this one first. So I picked up The Housemaid's Secret. This one was £5 and this one was from the works. But I picked this up the other day, like I just said. And I already have these four by Frida McFadden. I have The Housemaid, The Perfect Son, The Boyfriend and The Crash. Now, The Housemaid was by far my favourite that I have read by Frida McFadden. I really enjoyed it. I flew through it in a couple of hours because with her books, I just think they're so good. They're so fast-paced and easy to get through. So I read the Housemaid book and then I watched the movie. And obviously I know she has some others in the Housemaid series. So she has that one and then she has the second one and then The Housemaid's Wedding, I think it is, which I need to pick up, but I know that's a short novella. Now, I really loved this book. I even preferred it to the first one, I think, just because I think the first one was really good and I really enjoyed it. However, a lot more happened in this book. This was a lot more detailed, a lot more happened, and it was simply just a lot more thrilling than the first book. Sorry about that, I just had to put my phone on charge. So yeah, I really liked this book and I have actually already read it. I picked it up I can't even remember what day, but I did pick it up the other day from the works for £5 obviously, and I flew through it in about a day. That is how amazing this book was. So once I read that, I am not really much of a thriller reader. I mean, like I said, I have a couple by Freida McFadden already, and I have the Good Girls Guide to Murder series, but apart from that, I prefer romance, fantasy, romantasy, sports romance, everything like that. But after reading The Housemaid's Secret, I really wanted a couple more of Freida McFadden's books, so I went to my local supermarket again, and I think these were two for £9.98, I think it is now, because they've put the prices up again on the deal. I picked up The Intruder and The Surrogate Mother. Now, I have already read this one too. I read this again in about a day and a half. I mean, I liked this one. I think I gave it 3 stars though, simply because compared to The Housemaid's Secret, it wasn't as shocking or unexpected as I thought. However, the plot twist still did have my jaw on the floor, simply because I was not expecting it. And it also flashes back and forth, so like it goes back to a point in time and then back to the present, which I really, really love in a book. So yeah, I've already read that one. And then The Surrogate Mother, I have not read yet because I'm having a bit of a break from thriller. So yeah, I'm not sure what this will entail, but from the back, it sounds like I will actually enjoy it. So yeah, I picked that one up also. Then when I went into the works the other day, I have been wanting the Kings of Sin series for absolutely ages. They have been on my books to buy list, and for some reason I've just never been able to pick them up. So I saw that they had pretty much every single book in the Kings of Sin series apart from the first one, which is just my luck. They would have all the series but the first one, which is the one that I needed. So I did pick up book 2, which was King of Pride. Now, I know you probably meant to read them in order, but it does say, because they are interconnected standalones, you can read them out of order. So I picked King of Pride up, which is the second book, like I just said, and look at this beautiful cover. And Ana Huang, like I've mentioned many a time, is one of my auto-buy authors. If she writes a book and I see it in the shop, 100% you best believe I'm picking it up. So I'm really excited to read that. And the last 2 books we have are the Silver Pines series, books 1 and 2. No, I've already got book 1. So book 1 was featured in my last book haul, and then I picked up book 2 and book 3. So again, I wanted the whole series. However, they had book 2 and 3. They didn't have book 4, and then they had book 5. So I didn't really think there was a point in getting book 5. So I just picked up book 2 and 3. And look at that. They are beautiful sprayed edges. How beautiful are they? I just love a sprayed edge book, and on my shelf with the first one, they're going to look so beautiful. So these were also £5 each from the works. I think, to be honest, I think it's really good that you can get a sprayed edge book for £5. Like, that is just amazing. I love the works. So yeah, that is today's book haul. I am now going to have to put myself on a book buying ban. I mean, I say this, but it will probably last about a week before I buy some more books. But hopefully not, because I am trying to save space and everything like that. So yeah, I really hope you liked this video. If you have read any of these books, let me know what you thought of them. Let me know what your opinions are. If you DNF'd them, if you finished them. But no spoilers, please. I cannot be having spoilers. So yeah, if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing for more bookish content. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!